Good morning. Apologies for not posting the reading up yesterday, but I was a bit drained. I needed a bit of a chill day. And without further ado, I've made this spread up basically. I've done each card an oracle deck for each day of the week that's coming this week. And I've used for the oracle deck Madame Ordura's fortune cards, and for the tarot, I've used Legacy of a Divine Tarot by Shiro Machete. As we all know, I use some of his decks because I like the images on them. Madame Ordura's fortune cards are quite an obscure deck, but they're very good, I find. I've not actually used these with the Zero deck, so we'll see what comes up. So what I've done is I've drawn, again, basically just like 7 cards, 2 cards each for each day of the week, and we'll see what happens. All right, so for today, we have Justice. Card of Libra. As everyone knows, I do write on my decks. It's just so because I can't remember physically because of my brain fog, as well as it helps me learn the tarot deck that I'm looking at. It just gives me a bit of a memory poke sort of thing, for want of a better word. No giggles in the back row. So basically, Justice. So is there something that needs to be sorted out today? Today is a good day to actually, things will go to the one who's in favour. So here we have 2 justices instead of 1 as the usual description. So here we have the Justice of Law. So we have the holding the scriptures there. And here we have the sword there. So the actual carrying out of justice. So it could be that you're in the process of any legal matters. Things are going to move on a little bit today. It's also saying that there's some sort of balance needed, or there's an imbalance or inequality going on today. So that could be with friends, colleagues, it could be work situations. But there's a feel that something needs to be restored back to how it should be, if that makes any sense. And the card that I've drawn with the Fortune Oracle deck is Serendipity. I actually surprised I actually said that straight away. I normally struggle saying that word. So it's basically saying that justice will be restored. There is going to be some payback for anything that's been done across yourselves. If there's an issue that hasn't been resolved, resolution is coming. And it's basically things have fallen into place now, whereas previously they haven't. So expect quite some good news. It might be major, it might be little small steps, but good news all the better, which is what we like to hear, especially on a Monday. So Tuesday, we have got the tarot, which is the Hierophant. On here they've called it Faith to be a bit more trendy. So this is basically saying there could be institutions involved at the moment. There could be feeling that there is certain rules of society, or the certain rules of your employer that you've got to follow that you don't particularly want to follow. It basically stands for institutions, anything that forms control, not necessarily on a spiritual level only, but also on an institutional level. And the card we've got here from the Oracle is a Satire. So these are direct opposites. So basically, there's a need to conform on certain levels, but there's also a desire to actually fight that conformity or that control. So if there's anybody that's trying to control you, or trying to dampen down your enthusiasm, or to poo-poo, for want of a better word, your ideas, because they're set in their ways or they're old-fashioned, the Satire is telling you to stick to your guns and to go with your feelings and your passions. Don't let things hold you back. So that's Tuesday. So stay in your truth, basically. Wednesday, we have the 2 of Wands. So here, 2 of Wands, it symbolises choices. It's a male card in Aries. So Aries is like a very forceful character. Mars is a very forceful planet. Passion, desire. It's basically, I will do what I'm going to do. So the Satire, again, it's following through from Tuesday, saying stick to your guns. Yes, might be options before you, but you have a choice which path you want to take. But bear in mind that some paths might be better for you than actually what the most attractive path is looking. So it could be a case of like risky, non-risky options, wanting to go with a risky option. It's saying choice, you're being sort of pushed to sort of step outside your comfort zone. Thank you, Spirit. That's what I was trying to get to. So decisions to be made. And then we have the Harlequin from the fortune cards. So here it's saying, be truthful to yourself. The Harlequin is all about masks. It's about putting a face on, showing the world a different face to what the ones underneath. It's revealing your true feelings. So go with your gut, as you're saying. If any choices you're being given. Apologies, my Alexa's kicked in for some random reason. Ziggy, off. Off. It has a life of its own. I'm sure it's haunted. So as I was saying before, Ziggy rudely interrupted me. The Harlequin is about revealing your inner self, your true self, your true nature. So it's saying, follow with these choices that are before you Wednesday. It's saying, go with your intuition. Usually the first choice is the obvious one and the one that you need to go with. Go with your gut. Don't let other people force you into a decision that you're not happy with, basically. So Thursday, we have a bit of love in the air. So Gemini can be dual-sided, can be a bit oppositional sometimes. The Lovers is again choices. So if you've got a choice of lovers, anything romantic or relationship-wise, if there's a choice of probably, career maybe, 2 job offers. It's saying, again, there's passion involved, there's desire. But again, the most exciting choice might not be the better choice for you in the long run. And the card I've picked is the Oracle card. So we've got Spirit Reversed. So the Spirit Reversed, if it was upright, there we go, quite a nice card. Especially as it's got a skull on. So it's saying that there might be, again, other get me words out. There might be other parties pulling you in a different direction to what you actually feel is right for you. And that can be in any major decision that's coming up this week. Because there's a lot of duality here. You've got the 2 of Wands, you've got the 2 symbolised by the Gemini, the Lovers, 2 people, 2 options. You've got the 2 Justices, revenge and punishment, and balance and fairness. So here, Spirit is saying, as it's reversed, it's just saying, just be mindful that other people's agendas might not be true to your own agenda. So make sure you're not put on the spot. It's perfectly okay to step back from a situation and say, I need to think this over. I need to weigh it up. You don't have to give an answer to any decision that's presented to you straight away. And then Friday, we have the 9 of Cups. So Jupiter in Pisces. Pisces is about imagination. It's about love. It's about fluidity. It's contentment. It's happiness. It's abundances. Again, it's influences. Make sure your influences have got substance. So if someone's giving you advice and you think, oh, that's all right, make sure you check their facts as well. Don't just take their things at face value. Sorry, Ziggy's telling me to water my plants now. The joys of brain fog. I have to tell everything to tell me what to do because I forget. So yeah, it's best to say, just be mindful of who's trying to steer you in one way where your gut is telling you to do another and your true self is telling you to do another. And then the Oracle card we got for that is the Green Man. So this is saying, if you stick to your true self, if you reveal the mask, if you stand to the choices that you want, if you don't conform to people's choices that are being forced upon you or society's choices, thank you, you'll be more grounded. So you'll be more secure in the actual decision that you make by Friday. So as this is like the theme of the week, so whatever 2 options are coming to you or decision of some sort, it's saying, take time, look at where your first instinct is in each decision, look at the facts people are telling you. Are they true? Is there an agenda behind them for getting you to take one option over another? Be grounded in yourself. And here we have the weekend. I'll turn them all over. So here we have Saturday, we have the Wolf. So the Wolf has reversed. It's saying, once you've made the decision based on your own inner choice and your own, when you honour your truth, your voice, regardless of others' pressures and society's pressures, you will see, once your decision is made, what their agenda was, what was hidden from you at the time. The Wolf is to do protection. It's about trust. As reversed, it's saying that it could be that if you have given in to pressure to make a decision too early, before you were ready, you'll see all the strings that are attached to that decision or that choice. If you stuck to your ground, again, you'll see why that is the better option for you. It may not be the most fun offer or the most interesting choice or the obvious choice, thank you, universe, but it's the one that you need, that is better for you in the long run. And then here we got the tarot next to it. Here I love this card. It's the Ten of Cups. It's happiness, it's contentment, it's unconditional love. It's basically saying that you've stuck to your guns. This is the best outcome for you. You've actually pondered over it. You've not been forced into a decision or a choice by others. You're doing what's best for yourself. Some people think self-love is indulgent. Well, I always say, if you can't love yourself, if you can't self-heal, how can you heal and love anyone else? So it's self-care. So basically, take some time out after the bit of a stress of the week of pondering this decision, all these choices that are coming up to you, and be happy and content that you made the right decision. And this is card telling me that you can now rest on your laurels and enjoy the weekend, basically. Let your hair down a bit. And Sunday we have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is, again, emotional, love, romance. It's controlled emotion as well. So this is saying that because you control those passions or those decisions to give you the better outcome in the long run for yourself, regardless of outside pressures, you were right to stick to your guns and to be forceful with others, even if it did step on a few toes. Pisces, again, sensitivity. So, it's saying you did right. And the Oracle card, we've got the Spider reversed. So the Spider reversed is saying that normally if this was upright, this is saying dot the I's, cross the T's, make sure you looked at everything. But as reversed, it's saying you've already done that because you've looked at all the facts, you've done your research, you've been true to yourself, you've not been pressured by anybody else or desires of what's fun, and then not actually looking at it in a logical way as well. Use logic as well as passion in decision making this week. So there's no fear, there's no comeback, because you've actually come from a place that's true to yourself, and the decision and the judgment will go in your favour. The universe wants everything to be in balance, to be restored. If there's any negativity, it will level it. Not always straight away, but it will come. And if there's an unfairness of some sort, it will be restored. But so careful decisions made. Don't make an instant decision. Don't go on the one that looks more attractive instantly. Look at your own inner truth. Take your own mask off. We all wear masks in society. We'll all wear the mask of an employee or an employer, of a mother, a daughter, a father, a son, a grandfather, a grandparent. We all have different roles in our lives, but our true self is our self-healing. If we're content with ourselves and our choices, regardless of the outside influences, we stick to our guns, like the King of Cups tells us, then rewards will follow. So thank you very much for listening. And I don't know when the next post will be. I'll see when I get inspired. It might be, if I remember, I might try and find a spread or devise one for the supermoon that's coming. But I might post before, I might not, who knows. I have to go when my energy and my sleep is a little bit a bit better, more balanced for the universe. Thank you. So hope that was okay. Thank you for listening. Have a good week, and remember, stick to your guns. Don't be pressured by outside influences. Be true to yourself, and be confident once you've made the decision that you've made the right one.